Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Green Bay Packers.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. It easily move into the top 5.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 116 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. In motion, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Dolphins come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, back to Achane. It's a solid footwork. Down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane here. They stay on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Bennett now to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he powers his way up past the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run straight ahead with Achane. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they'll run it here on the... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10 to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Jalen Waddle, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, Bennett. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down to the 40. In motion left is Wilson. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. minutes of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Bennett, one final shot before the half. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And you can see an 8-point game as they've gone to the intermission. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they lead the visiting Minnesota Vikings at halftime. Miles Sanders, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. Dameon Pierce, a touchdown run in that first half. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Achane. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. from the 47. It's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. And they'll give this to Achane. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Achane. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Here's 2nd and 7. This is Achane. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. A run now from Achane. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. A little short one there, caught by Likely. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Now a 2nd and 6. the delay, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the gun on third down, Bennett. That is caught.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. To throw is Bennett. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. Complete to Likely on the out route. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Bennett. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Bennett looking to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Jones. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's got daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw here, Bennett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.